I'm Spencer Dorsey and welcome to another Dorsey Custom Woodworking video. In this video I'm building a new workbench. I got the idea from a fellow woodworker, Mike Farrington. Check him out on YouTube. This project consists of two major components. The lower part is a hydraulic scissor lift table. This was a very expensive piece of equipment. Luckily I found one used for about a tenth of what it would cost new. The top of the bench is a torsion box with tool storage cutouts inspired by Ron Paulk. First, I start off by making a template for the tool storage cutouts. I used a hole saw to cut the two ends. Then used my track saw to cut out the rest of the opening. I rip everything down on the table saw. Then move over to the miter saw to cross cut everything to exact size. I use the template to trace out the cutouts for the tool storage. I rough cut the openings. I then use the template and a router with a flush trim bit to get everything exact. Now it's time to start assembling the torsion box. Glue, brad nails, and screws are used for this process. Also, anytime you're using screws and MDF, you want to pre-drill all your holes to avoid splitting the material. Pro tip for this video, I recommend getting yourself some Oscar squares from FastCap. It makes it easier to hold panels together and keeps everything square during the assembly process. Now it's time to start the top of the torsion box. For this I'm using 1-inch MDF, which is very heavy. Luckily, a good friend of mine, Larry, came over to help. Now it's time to clamp down the top and let the glue do its magic. I wanted the top of the bench to have a 1-inch overhang, so I used some 1-inch strips and clamped them to the top and trimmed the top down with a router and a flush trim bit. Now that the top is trimmed to size, I used a round over bit to break the edges. I decided to make a MFT style top for this torsion box. To do this, I'm using the UJK Technology Parf Guide System Mark II. Now that's a mouthful for a name. This guide works great. It makes drilling 20mm evenly spaced holes very accurate and repeatable. I'm excited to have this work table and think it will be very helpful for building cabinets and furniture. Now it's time to get back to work. I'm Spencer Dorsey with Dorsey Custom Woodworking, and thanks for watching. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, make some sawdust.